Welcome to Monday. Good afternoon, Chris.
Hello, sir. How are we?
Fantastic.
I'm surprised you're here today.
Why is that?
I wasn't sure you were going to survive after the last bonus episode of the Seth show. you seemed quite rattled by some of the filth that we were talking.
It was a little bit rough, but I will say that I did make it, and I thought it was fantastic. I mean, what do you want? It was good stuff.
Anytime we could talk about Kim Kardashian banging robots, now we're talking.
Amen to that. And actually had a picture of her area, if you will.
Yeah, had heard pictures of her after she wore out a robot. That was fantastic.
Now, granted, there are a lot of people that have seen the area. That's not really that much breaking news there, but it was still entertaining. It was a great episode.
It was, definitely. Certainly was. Mine's is where it's at, folks. Not to keep selling that point, but if you ain't there, you're just plain missing the better part of the show.
Now, I will say this.
Yes.
I'm surprised that I am here also today, but for a different reason.
Why is that?
Because I thought that I'd be out celebrating today because Jack Smith is dropping all these charges against Donald Trump.
I saw it. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that all the lunatics that are in jail are going to get released too?
I don't think so. I don't think. I think that it's just saying that Donald Trump didn't do anything. But obviously the left will say something different. But the charges are going to be dismissed, which means the J6 stuff goes out the window, and then it looks like the Mar-a-Lago documents case is going to go out the window too. But I think he did it. He's going to dismiss with prejudice.
Meaning they can come back?
In 4 years, if they want to go back to it,
exactly.
Go back to it.
Well, I would hope that if they dismiss with prejudice, then I would hope that Trump, as soon as he gets in office, says, yeah, this shit's never allowed to come back.
Right. I'm sure he could do something about it, but I'm sure that he's going to try to at least pardon some of these J6 people, especially now that this is going on. But I think he said that he was going to try to pardon the J6 defendants, whatever you want to call them, people that are still in holding somewhere.
How about just pardon them all because they didn't do nothing wrong?
But some of them, I think, committed some violent acts, and so they're going to try to
whatever they did. And I don't know what they did, but I know for a fact nobody was killed.
No.
So therefore, whatever they did, time has been served.
Right. One guy, I think, I talked to his wife, and his wife says that says that this guy took a swing or two at police, but it was only because he was protecting somebody else from being beaten by the cops.
Okay.
And so I don't know. I mean, he said he's going to try to get rid of the non-violent ones to get those people out.
Oh, I better get on that quickly. I can't have the contest not happen because of lack of product.
Yes, cricket galore is going to be happening with John shortly. Not
John,
myself.
Might be you too.
Not myself.
Might be you. Only two more. Only two more.
Scott's on vacation this week. Let me just say something about Scott since he popped up in the
sure
message thing here. And I love Scott. Scott is one of my favorite people that listens to the show. And actually, I consider Scott a friend. Scott has joined myself and Jim and Sandy for my wife, stuff for breakfast at Goldie's on Sundays a couple of different times. Him and his mom, Natalie, great people. But if you look at Scott, and you know what Scott does for a living,
mm-hmm.
and then you tune in to the Mind Show on Wednesdays and see the shit that he's listening to and thoroughly enjoys listening to.
Participating in,
by the way, Scott, you're going to go, what the fuck? Scott? Get out of here. No, it's true. He's a freak and a half.
Well, it's always the mild-mannered ones that are the most freaky, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. He is the Clark Kent of porn. Take those glasses off and forget about it.
Those are his Clark Kenters, but he's really pervy man.
Yes, he's pervy man. Well, he's one of us, which is what I like.
Right.
That's what makes him good. He's awesome.
Rubs one out faster than a speeding ditty. More powerful than 13 bottles of lube.
He is a
Pervy man.
pervy man until he puts on the glasses.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
where'd he
you know,
go? Who's this
Where'd he
fine
go?
businessman?
What happened to pervy man?
Where'd you
It's
come
so
from,
funny.
business guy?
So funny. Whenever pervy man's around, Scott's gone.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Where did he go?
Dude, I know that you're working on business documents, but your hands smell like Johnson and Johnson's. What's going on here?
Just like me.
Yeah, there you go. Able to leap 5 Epstein Islands in a single bound. It's pervy man.
Scott, I hope you know I'm just playing around, but you, it is funny because I know you, and you wouldn't expect you to be like that, but it's fun, and I appreciate you listening and hanging out with us.
Yeah, I saw somebody mentioned that about the crickets. I'll be getting on that immediately to make sure that we have ample supply of crickets.
It is Turkey Week, getting closer to Christmas season. It is Christmas season. What do people not understand? This is the Christmas season. It started like after Halloween. That's the Christmas season. Everybody bitches to me because, I have my Christmas stuff up. I put 2 trees up in the house. And yesterday I made Christmas cookies, which is great. I made peanut butter blossoms. I'm going to have literally like 4 fingers left by the end of this Christmas season. My daughter bought me some Buckeyes. I made peanut butter blossoms and cutouts and chocolate chip cookies galore, which is all over the house. And so, yeah, I'm going to have literally like a pinky finger left.
Do you lose fingers with diabites?
I don't know. I would assume everything goes.
I know you lose your feet and your legs and shit, but I didn't know if I never heard of anybody losing fingers.
I'm going to have somebody prop me up in this chair to do the show. The sad part is it's not that funny because it's true.
It'll be like boxing Helena. Somebody just throw the stump in a chair and push the microphone in front of you. Go.
Do me a favor and get that domain, please. PervyManTales.com.
PervyManTales.com.
And so, yeah, it's the Christmas season, though. Not Christmas until Thanksgiving. That's not true. Go to the stores and tell me it's not Christmas season.
Yeah, but the stores already probably have Valentine's Day bullshit up, too, so.
That's not true. It's Christmas season.
The stores will have Valentine's Day stuff up December 26th.
It's Black Friday week on Amazon. So, this is the Christmas season. I've bought some gifts already.
Gifts? What is that?
Well, you don't buy gifts for your family and stuff?
Fuck no.
Your kids?
No.
Dude, if anybody looks like fucking Santa Claus, it's you. And you're going to
I know. No, I don't buy it. I don't.
Well, what do you... you don't give them a check or something?
I'll give money. I'll do money. I am not going to put in the effort to say, would my son like this sweater? Yeah, I ain't doing that. Here.
Why?
Here's $100 to get.
Dude, you can buy everything online now too. You can just buy.
Yeah, I know, but I'll still be wrong. They'd rather have money.
But it's more personal if you get a gift.
Not interested in being personable. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I hate the holiday. I hate them. I don't like birthdays. I don't like getting birthday presents. I don't like Christmas.
I understand.
Like
John's your best friend. You're gonna get him a gift, right?
No, I have in the past, but I have not bought any gifts in probably 5 years.
All right, I think that we should do a Secret Santa on this show.
All right, here's my secret, Santa. I ain't buying you a gift.
I didn't say me. I said we get John involved, maybe Tony or somebody like that. Well, Tony, I don't know. We never see Tony anymore. We'll do a Secret Santa exchange.
What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get, Tony?
We draw
Portable
names.
Internet. No Secret Santa. I'm not into it. I am not into it at all.
See, I enjoy buying gifts for like my daughter because she's kind of easy to buy for, but at the same time, usually the shit just ends up on the floor in the garbage or something like that because it is what it is. But like my wife is impossible to buy for. She doesn't like jewelry. If I buy her makeup, she's an expert on makeup, so I can't buy her makeup. That's not gonna. I don't know what the fuck to buy her. Then I there's nothing that she could possibly want that I could get for her that would be any good. Yeah. I mean, she told me what she wanted last year for Christmas, and so she wanted a weighted blanket.
Right.
So I got her a weighted blanket. In case you can't tell, we're just kind of talking about whatever until Mark Farner joins us here in about.
That's right. Sure.
20 minutes 15, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
15 minutes.
20.
So hang in there. But so she wanted a weighted blanket. I bought her a weighted blanket.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted these like plug things because we have like a jacuzzi tub
Sure.
in our
Okay.
in the downstairs bathroom. So like these plugs, so that way she can take an actual bath in there, not just a jacuzzi bath and all that. But
Sure.
whatever. So it's a niche product, but I found it. I bought it. I bought the weighted blanket. And what else did she wanted? Something else, and I got it for her as well. And then on a whim, as like a stocking thing, I saw these slippers that would look nice in Walgreens, like literally like $20 at Walgreens. I
Sure.
got them for her
Okay.
because we got like hardwood floors. I thought slippers would be nice. The only thing that she still uses is the fucking slippers. The last minute gift for $20 I found at Walgreens.
Yeah.
I spent like $100 on a stinking weighted blanket. She used it for 3 months and then goes, I can't find anywhere to have it washed. And so it's been sitting in like
Sure.
the back of a trunk of a car for like 6 months because she doesn't know where to go take it to get it washed. It's pointless buying gifts sometimes.
Yeah. Every time is pointless.
But
Dude,
I'm not going to give wife money. I mean, that's kind of impersonal.
I would. It's just like paying for it anyway, so might as well just pay direct.
Maybe maybe I should get her some Diddy Lube and like as a hint.
Well, there you go.
I don't know what
picture. You put a picture of your dick on it. Here you go, hon.
I'll start an OnlyFans and give her the link. You know?
There you go. See, that's a better gift.
Trying to be creative,
dude. I'll tell you why I hate Christmas, and it's definitely 100% my wife's fault, my ex-wife's fault. First year we were married together, we had like literally no money, none, and she was always bitching that she wanted like designer this or that or whatever. So at one point I saw this designer crystal lamp. It was really nice. It was like $350. This is back in 1980, whatever.
right?
1989 or whatever year it was. And it was $300 then. So right now it'd be like a $600 or $700 lamp. It'd be an expensive ass lamp, right? So I buy her this lamp. I saved up because I wanted to get her something that was designer and she could take pictures of and send to her sister and all this other shit, right?
Yeah.
Get her this lamp. Got it. It's packed. It's wrapped. All this other shit. 2 days before Christmas, she's like, I got to go out and get some last minute Christmas gifts. Let's go shopping. Go shopping. Walking through the store. We're at the store. They're selling another one of these lamps, right? Same exact lamp. So she walks right over to the lamp and she goes, look at this gaudy piece of shit. Who would want this? Now, again, this is like the day before Christmas. What am I going to do now? I can't do nothing now. So then she opened it up and was like completely trying to fake it. Like she hadn't a day and a half ago told me what a gaudy piece of shit she thought it was. She's like, oh, it's lovely. I'm like, yeah, it's not lovely. And I absolutely snapped on her. I said, I know it's not lovely. I know you hate it.
That sucks. That does suck.
It sucks. And ever since then, I just was like, I always got her something. I always told her, don't get me anything. Put the money into the kids. Because we never had a lot of money. So in my mind, I would much rather give my 3-year-old kids, one of those little tykes houses than give them smaller gifts and give me, I don't know, a new shirt or whatever. You know, it just seems stupid to me. And I'm not the kind that's ever going to wait for anything. That's the other thing. Do you wait to buy stuff?
No, I usually just get when I'm ready to buy it.
So doesn't that make Christmas completely unspecial?
No, because she gets me something that I wouldn't normally buy. I mean, she knows what I like, and she buys something interesting.
But what would you normally not buy? Something that's not important to you.
No, but I mean, she'll find something that she thinks is special to get for me. I mean, for a lot of years, and I'll be honest, I'd say we're going to be married 20 years in June. But probably for 16 of those years, maybe a couple at the beginning and then towards the end. Now we didn't buy each other anything.
Sure,
because it all went to Molly. Was,
of course.
We didn't have much money. Obviously, Radio doesn't pay what it should,
right?
And so we would spend our money on Molly, make sure she had a fantastic Christmas, and then her and I would just not get each other anything, and it was fine. Now, we like getting each other at least something. We set a little bit of a budget aside for each of us to get each other a couple of gifts, whatever. One of our biggest fights, though, I will say, was over a Christmas gift because I asked her one year, what do you want? And one of the things that she had wanted was a new hair dryer.
Okay.
Not a great gift, but still.
No.
I went on Amazon. I found like a really good one, like a really high-end good hair dryer because she likes to do the makeup stuff and all that.
Yeah, okay.
And so it was a good hair dryer.
Is
Expensive.
it the kind that you put your head in, or is it the kind that you hold like a gun?
No, it's a holding like a gun, but it was really
Okay.
it's like ion. This doesn't the thing doesn't heat up. Whatever. And so
doesn't burn your scalp, just heats your hair. One of those
it's not
things.
gonna light the house on fire and all that kind of. And so it's a good one. It was a nice one. And we're sitting there, we're driving around, and we're going out. And I was like, "What do you want to do today?" And she's like, "I'm gonna go get a hair dryer because I need one." And now, mind you, I've already ordered this fucking really expensive high-end hair dryer that is on its way to be wrapped and put underneath the fucking tree. And now we're going out on a Saturday, and she's saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go get a hair dryer today." And I'm sitting there like, "Well, what the fuck do I do now?"
Yeah.
So then me, because I have no filter at all,
Sure.
literally said, "Well, what the fuck am I gonna do now?" And she's like, "What?" I was like, "You told me you wanted a fucking hair dryer for Christmas, and I bought you one, and now you fucking are going out to get one today."
No.
Like, what? All right, why'd you tell me you wanted it for Christmas if you're gonna go out and buy it?
I agree. That's why I'm saying Christmas stinks.
But then she said, "I didn't say that." I said, "Yes, you did." And she said, "I didn't say." And it turned into this whole big thing because I'm literally like I'm 16 years old and I can't just like lose a fight, and just shut my mouth and let everything go away. And so I always, like on Facebook, I have to be right and start yelling at people. And
so now you're yelling at her about a fucking hair dryer.
Right, about a hair dryer. Then I realized in my mind, like, this is the most retarded fight I could possibly have with somebody. Not to mention the wife, the woman that I love. I'm fighting with a hair dryer, or fighting about a hair dryer. And so I said, "All right, fuck this." And I just said, "Don't get a hair dryer." And then I gave her the one for Christmas, and she likes it. But it would turn into this ridiculous.
Yeah, but now you still
fight.
are annoyed about it. Like I guarantee every time you see that hair dryer, you're like, "Oh, fucking thing." You know.
Yeah,
I guarantee it.
And then I also for Christmas last year I got her she wanted to get her nails done, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I bought her like this expensive gift card to get her nails done at a place right down the street from us, nail salon. Blah blah blah. Great. Opens it up. "Oh, that's great. I'm gonna get my nails done before we go do this." And blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm like, great. The fucking nail certificate sat there until Molly's prom, and then she gave it to her to go get her nails done for prom day. And on fucking June or whatever it was, May. I gave it to her on Christmas Day. "Oh, thank you, love it, blah, blah, blah." And then it sat there in a drawer until she gave it to her daughter to use for fucking prom. So I mean, it is frustrating, and I hate opening gifts, dude.
I do too. I hate it.
I don't know how to act.
Yeah, you feel embarrassed because it's like somebody's giving you like a $25 gift. You almost feel like, what, you think I can't afford that?
Right, but at the same time, I also I like it, and I think it's great. I like, I get gifts from anybody, whoever it is, and, for my birthday or whatever, Christmas, whatever it is. And I don't know how to act because I don't want to act like over the top because it's not like they gave me a bar of gold. And so, hey, but at the same time, I don't want to be like, "Oh, great, thanks," and then push it up to the side. I don't know how to act in those kind of situations because, again,
dude, I'm in the same boat. That's why I don't do it. It's like for my birthday, like I won't do anything with anybody for my birthday. And quite honestly, that is an ex-wife thing. The weirdest thing ever. And I think this might be why I'm just against all holidays. My ex-wife and I had the same birthday, day, month, and year. Yeah. It was really weird. Wow. I guess because I was fucking my sister. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But no, it was
good.
Yeah, tasted just like my mom. No, nice. No, she it was always a hassle though for the birthday because I'm not real into it. She wanted the whole spiel. The expensive dinner, the flowers, the super gift, all this other shit, right? She wanted all this shit where I wanted to be left alone. I didn't want to be like, "Oh, look, we're 37. Woo!" That big whoop didn't mean nothing to me. So it got worse and worse as our relationship got worse and worse to where I just hated our birthday. I would start hating it a week before it came. By the time it came, I was like, here's your fucking gift. It just got awful. But I think that is how I've always been. I've been like that. I've never been a big gift guy. I've never been a big Christmas guy. I'm happy to do it with other people. I'm, for other people or whatever. But For me personally, the best gift I get is generally on my birthday. Kelly makes me a home cooked dinner, and then we go and do something, and that's better to me. I'm not opening any fucking box and pretending I'm happy. Oh, look, a new Roku. Who gives a shit? I'll go buy that myself if I want it. I'm not that happy about it.
Aiken is a fucking Scrooge.
I am. I absolutely am. I'd kick that little broken leg kid right off my lap and punch him in the face. Beat it, you little turd.
Has John ever got you something?
I don't know if he did or didn't. I know I got him. The only gift I could think of, I got him and his brother, was custom carved Star Wars coffee mugs.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
They're glass coffee mugs that were hand engraved or laser engraved or whatever, with like Darth Vader or whatever faggy stuff that they're into with their Star Wars stuff. But I don't remember if I know his wife got me a necklace that I still have. His wife got me this necklace that, and I don't actually wear it, but it sits right outside I have like a hook right next to my door.
Yeah.
And it's kind of my good luck charm. And I ain't gonna lie, it's an absolute OCD phobia. I have to touch it every time I go out my door. I have to flick it. It's like a dog tag on it. It says 90-10 on it, which basically means the world controls 10% of your life, but 90% of your life is how you react to it. And I used to preach that a lot when I was, early on in my divorce, trying to be real. But yeah, that's like the only gift I could think of in my whole life that I actually know where it is. I know who gave it to me, and I actually still am actively have a thought to it, is that dog tag gift, that little necklace. And I went out today, on my way out the door, I flicked the dog tag on, it's just a habit now.
It's cool though. I mean,
Yeah. Just reminds me, it keeps me grounded, and don't let people get into your fucking head.
Like I always try to do like a special gift for like my daughter, dude, because
Sure.
And so get her all the other crap, but then like last year she loves Elvis, right?
Okay.
And so I got her like it's like a wooden Elvis music box, and it plays Elvis song, and then I had it engraved with a little message from me to her and stuff like that. And I like because she's my kid, dude. And, I think that's cool. And my wife, I think could probably care less.
Yeah.
But I like getting gifts for people. I don't like getting them.
Yeah, I hate getting them, and I really don't like giving them because I'm always wrong. I'm not good at it. However, really not very good at it.
If anybody would like to get Chris and myself a gift, we're more than happy to take them. Preferably the gift of minds, minds.com/Seth Williams Show.
If you want to get gifts, get the gift of crickets for Seth.
I ain't eating no crickets.
Extra crickets for Seth.
Look, it was a fluke on Thursday night what happened with that Browns team. It was because the
corner, baby.
The heavens opened up and snow came coming down. If there wasn't snow, they lose that game by 30.
Turned the corner.
The corner? What corner?
They've turned the corner. They're going to win out now.
There is no turning of the corner.
Turn the corner.
Oh, what, you're talking
Look,
about
I don't want them to win out. I just want them to win 2 more games.
No. How many games do they have left?
6, I think. They just need to win 2 more. They can go 2-4, and I'll be thrilled.
5.
You said 4. 5 is your number. 5 is your number. I will prove it because John knows exactly what episode it is. He can go back and find it. And I'm sure he ain't going to let you slide.
We were beating their asses before it snowed, but they had no chance to come back because of the snow.
They're a bad team. I don't care what their record is. Pittsburgh is a bad team.
Yeah, their defense is pretty good, but their offense is terrible.
Terrible. That is a team that has they're going to get into the playoffs and go about 3 minutes into the playoffs before they get mowed over by Kansas City or whoever.
Who are the Browns playing next? Denver?
Is it Denver?
I don't know.
No, it's Monday night. It's the Bengals, isn't it? I think.
They're going to get the shit kicked down by whoever.
They don't lose to the Bengals. Joe Burrow does not beat the Browns.
They will in Cincinnati.
No. Joe Burrow does not beat the Browns.
I thought it was. Okay, I got to look. Where's Matthew today when the charges are dropped against Trump?
Drowning in a pool of liberal tears.
Yeah, Browns Broncos Monday night in Denver.
Oh, is it Monday? Browns and Broncos.
And they lose that one.
That's a big one. Jameis against Bo Nix. That's a big one.
Did you hear that idiot again?
Who?
Jameis Winston, like before or after the game, praise the Lord, blah, 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 blah. I mean, this guy's a fucking tool. If the Lord cares about Jameis Winston, that sorry ass, no good quarterback, thief of a person, he's been stealing money in the league and stealing, crab legs all over the place. I mean, if the Lord is actually on his side, then I don't know about the Lord anymore.
He found his way and has recovered.
I'm going to question my faith.
Give the man a chance.
I wish we could find that clip. I forgot to pull that clip. I wanted to pull because him talking before that game or after, I can't remember before or after the game was just it was radio gold, dude, because he is such an idiot.
He said that it was his blessing to be a Cleveland Brown.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
That's what he said.
It's a blessing to be a Cleveland Brown.
They asked him some question that had nothing to do with that, and that was his answer. They asked him, how do you approach this defense, Jameis? And he goes, it is the ultimate blessing to be here as a Cleveland Brown against the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight.
Okay, John, I just said he's radio gold. Don't be dissing Jameis Winston. His sound bites are amazing. Yes, they are. He is radio gold. The problem is everything he said makes him sound like a fucking tool, like a douche. He's the worst.
Golden shower.
I just don't like him. The same guy.
Why don't you like him?
He said Deshaun Watson gave his life for this team.
Well, he did.
He plays football.
He's giving his life.
He's not carrying a gun, getting down in a foxhole. He throws a bad football.
When I think of when Veterans Day comes up, I am going to definitely be looking for some support for Deshaun Watson because he's given his life. Or Memorial Day, the ultimate sacrifice, Deshaun Watson.
Ultimate sacrifice. Oh man,
that is funny, Deshaun Watson.
And Jameis Winston. That's who we have as quarterbacks for our fucking football team.
A rapist replaced by a thief. Fantastic.
Welcome to Cleveland.
I can't imagine why the best receiver we could get was Jerry Jeudy.
I'm surprised the NFL didn't spray paint the snow black for BLM. Come on, Brian.
No, that's not nice, Brian. Jeez.
They allow the Trump dance now.
Yeah, well.
And Daryl Ryder's all upset because you can't kneel for the flag, but you can do the Trump dance. That's totally wrong.
Daryl Ryder's
fucking idiot.
Boob.
A boob.
He is a boob. He really is a boob.
See, now that's just wrong, dude. What the fuck? Seth doesn't like Jameis Winston because he didn't mention praying for people with peg legs. Dude, it's not really a peg. I have an actual foot down there. I thought about because it's a plastic foot, but I thought about actually painting the toenails and stuff and wearing some sandals.
And you could be the Caleb Williams of handicapped people.
God. Where's Farner when we need him?
I don't know. Where is he? I don't know. If we get blown off on this one, I'm just going to throw my hands up. We got blown off Saturday from Cumia.
Really?
Literally, yeah. He forgot.
Well, I'm trying to book this guy for Bob's show, so.
No, Farner's great. I mean, he was on time he might be doing other interviews and being a couple minutes late. I don't know.
We don't do that. We don't keep people late on our shows.
Not at all.
Yeah, we do.
Never. But I hope he shows up here in a minute.
Winston only cares about crab legs, not peg legs.
Good point.
I mean, what the fuck is John making fun of my leg for? That's awful, dude. I mean, it's the Christmas season, and John's making fun of a handicapped guy. That guy not only should be eating crickets, you can go to fucking hell and eat them.
Well,
how dare you make fun of a handicapped guy, John? I thought we were friends.
No, you were wrong on that one.
I was wrong, I guess. I thought we were at least good acquaintances.
Maybe you should be talking about turkey legs instead of peg legs.
I'm making a turkey.
It's Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving, I'm making Look, okay, let me tell you real quick.
All
We
right,
don't
go
have a
ahead.
partner, so might as
No,
well.
might as well.
My mother-in-law usually cooks her turkey and stuff for Thanksgiving and
Right.
everything else. Well, she thought Thanksgiving was last Thursday, so she took her turkey out like 2 weeks earlier, or whatever, and fucked up the date, and so she ended up having it on Sunday with everybody who was down there. And so now I'm making Thanksgiving like I normally do for my family. It's usually just me and my wife and my daughter. So I
Right.
got like a 20-pound turkey for the three of us, which is a pretty big turkey. I got a whole bunch of mashed potato stuff to make. I got stuffing. I got corn. I got green bean casserole. I got all the shit, dude.
Right.
And so now, since my mother-in-law already made her turkey and isn't having anybody over for Thanksgiving, I told my wife to invite her mom over to our house for Thanksgiving, and I will cook for her. And I'm fine with that, except for the fact that I'm terrified that she's going to hate everything, and I'm going to hear about it. Like the last thing I want to do is spend Thanksgiving not hearing about how bad my meal sucks.
Right.
I mean, she's a lovely lady, and I'm hoping that she comes. Just I don't want her being upset with what the food is. 'Cause the food is what it is. I'm making it, so whoever's here has got to eat it.
Yeah, of course. That's how it has to be. Yeah, dude, I get it. I mean, I've done the Thanksgiving dinner before. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. Imagine that, fat guy that likes Thanksgiving. But, by far, now that's a holiday I can get behind. That's a gift that keeps on giving. Give me a 30-pound turkey. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. Turkey's not my favorite of all meats. I like it sliced for deli
Cock?
stuff. I love cock is actually number one on the menu. That's why I have such a small one. I cooked it too many times for Thanksgiving.
It's been a delicacy for years,
Yes,
right?
it has. It has been a delicacy for a very long time. I'm fresh out of cock,
Damn it.
so I'm going to make myself a turkey on Thanksgiving.
It's no wonder Farner's not calling. He's probably listening going, I ain't going on that show. Hell no.
All right. I'm not trying to book him for anything else. Jody, just remember, I'm going to try to get him a different show, not this one. But like the problem that I have, my mom always cooked a really good Thanksgiving dinner.
Sure.
Like she made homemade mashed potatoes and up there peeling mashed potatoes at all hours of the morning.
Right.
She made stuffing. It was all like cream of mushroom soup. Dude, there's a reason why I'm missing a leg, but I can't do that. I'm just not. I don't have the patience for that. So I'll make the turkey and all that kind of stuff. But I got like instant mashed potatoes I'm gonna make, but they don't taste that bad. They're
Right.
not that far off from make them a little runnier and they're a little creamy. That's fine. And then like stovetop stuffing I'll make, but my mom made it like with fresh bread, things that she had cut up and then stuffed all this stuffed mushrooms and soup and all this shit in the middle and made it all nice and goopy and gooey and fantastic.
Sure.
And I just don't do that. I wish I did, but it'll be a good enough meal that hopefully my family will enjoy it.
Yeah. Dude, it'll be fine. And even if not, they're going to lie to you anyway.
Well, that's just it. I mean, just lie to me. I don't mind if you lie to me about stuff like that. Like sex. I do not mind if a woman lies to me. Tell me how great it was and be lying your ass up. It does not matter to me. As long as I feel good about myself when it's done, that's the goal. So if everybody at least eats my meal and then stares at me and says, yeah, that was great, Seth, and then an hour later they're throwing up outside, that's fine. Just as long as I feel good about me.
That's right. As long as you got the poison out, do you, Matt? Does it matter?
Right. Sex. As long as you say it's okay, that was great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Man, woo, Seth. I'm okay with that. If it sucked, you can go home and tell all your friends that I was terrible in bed, dude.
Yeah.
As long as you tell me that it was good.
See, I don't even need her to tell me that.
You don't even care? You need no reassurance?
None. I'm not in it for her.
Well, I understand that, but I'm just saying a little reassurance is nice. Like, don't you like? Well, you're not.
I know. I felt good.
I just need a little reassurance in my life. I think it comes from what I've done for the past 25 years of my life. Ever since I started working with Triv, I've had zero reassurance as far as my job goes. All I've had is people make fun of me and tell me I suck and everything else. And it's fine. It's part of the character, I guess, of being me, and it's part of they just don't like me. But I need a little bit of reassurance in my life.
Right.
And I get none. I get none on this show.
Come on, you get some. Little?
No, not really.
Well, I
we
have
got
no idea.
fucked.
I have no idea where he's at.
That's all right.
I got the confirmation literally in front of me. Mark will be on.
If they leave the sheets wet, you know you did a good job. My family after having my Thanksgiving dinner, that's a little weird. Oh, the sex thing. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I was like, if my family leaves their sheets wet after having my dinner, that's a good thing. So you want me to interview like I was going to interview Mark Farner?
No.
No?
Let's do this. Let's play a commercial or two. Take a break. I'm gonna try and call Jody real quick and see what's up, and we'll go from there. How's that?
Sounds like a plan to me. Are you hitting him?
I'll hit him here. Let me find him. All right.
We'll
Hang
be
tight. We'll be back in a minute. It's the Seth Williams Show.
The Classic Metal Show and Chris Aiken Presents are proud to call Rumble our official video platform. No more being censored by fucking YouTube and other big tech platforms. All segments of The Classic Metal Show and Chris Aiken Presents are available now on our Rumble channel. Follow our channel at www.rumble.com/c/CMS. Want it on your TV? Just install the Rumble app on your Roku, Amazon, Apple devices, and most smart TVs. We have the other shitty platforms for the lazy people, but why watch it censored when you can see our shows the way they were meant to be presented? Subscribe at www.rumble.com/c/CMS or search The Classic Metal Show on the Rumble app. Let's go!
And we're back.
Oh, we're back already.
Neither one of us were both looking at our phones.
Hello.
Well, I got the publicist running him down, so it'll be.
I was just interacting with Mark Cuban and George Takei on Blue Sky.
How do you, dude? I was thinking I might make a bumper for the the bitches of Blue Sky or something, and do that as a regular segment because that site is ridiculously funny. Every day, it's just more liberal tears being spilt.
It is. It's really sad. George Takei, I know he's gay, but I mean, like, he really is like.
Yeah, he said he's ready to go to the streets.
Yeah.
Did you see that one from that clueless boob? He said,
He's an
I'm
idiot.
ready to go to the streets over this election. We got to get out there and fight.
I just blue skied at him. I don't know what it's called. What do you do?
I think they're called skeets.
All right, I just skeeted at George Takei and said, innocent on J6 charges. How about that?
Yeah, I see you here. More fake charges against Trump are being dismissed.
Yeah, see? And it's got nothing. I did it like an hour ago. They're probably
they
shadow
don't
banning
want-
that or
Yeah.
whatever they do to it.
Surprised you're not regular banned for that one.
I know.
You're
I'm
trying. To
trying.
get-
I'm attempting to get banned on this damn thing.
Well, it's a free speech platform. It's a free speech platform. I've been enjoying the meltdowns lately.
Wait.
Here you go.
I've seen some videos on here of Trump supporters openly mocking our very real grief. That lack of empathy, that of course was also shown at the polls,
Yeah.
is the exact reason why I don't want any of you in my life.
Good. Good. Gee, I guess you forgot the last 4 years where we were called homophobes, Nazis, racists.
Forget about it.
I guess those 4 years don't count. Now that you're fucking taking a little bit of a beating.
I have some serious issues. I need to see a psychiatrist or whatever you call it. I literally sat there. We're driving around yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And every time I park the damn car, I'm yelling at somebody on Facebook. Like it's so stupid. Like we went to the IX Center yesterday for the Christmas connection,
Right.
and I fucked up and I parked in the quote overflow parking area. So when we walked into the IX Center, it was literally had to be 2 miles that I had to walk to get to the actual Christmas connection.
Okay.
So I just turned around and went back out to the car and sat there in my wife and daughter went inside and did all the shopping
Yeah.
and all that crap. And so for 2 hours, I was like sitting there. I'm like, all right, I'm going to just turn on the radio, listen to some sports stuff, and maybe take a nap or something like that in the car. And then I found myself, next thing I know, my family's coming back to the car. They get in, and I'm still sitting there arguing with two douchebags on Facebook about whatever. It's so why do I do that to myself? And Chiselka's one of them.
Dude, you fight with everybody. I just laugh at him.
Chiselka had the nerve to say, get this one. I don't like talking about him behind his back because he's not here, but he's invited to come on the show anytime he wants to come on this show. He knows that. That guy said, I said, you never say anything about bad about the left. He's like, I hate the left as much as I hate the right, and I always said that. I said, wait. I've gone back a year on your posts, and not one time did you say anything bad about the left, Biden, or Harris. It was every single bad post is about Trump.
Right.
And then he stops talking to me.
Yeah, well, then blocked.
Because he knows he's wrong.
Right.
He's still on this I'm going to bring everybody together thing.
Well, this must be one of his followers. She's going to bring everybody together. This lady. Do you know her?
She's my neighbor. No, I have no idea who that is.
Oh, you're going to love her statement. Get ready to point and laugh. Here's another idiot.
Putting on a mask to protect myself from MAGA.
You know what I've started doing now, though?
She's protected, man.
Oh, good. Please, I want you to do that so you identify yourself.
I was liking the bald-headed idea, actually. I love that idea. Please, shave your heads.
And everybody knows who not to go up near.
That's right.
I've started wearing my Trump hat now because it's like wintertime, and so I have a Trump like, sock hat thing. And I think it looks all right. I mean, I kind of like it. I mean, it doesn't hide the fact that I'm fucking ugly, but at least it hides, I don't know. It looks all right.
Sure.
And so I wear it everywhere I go now. And I'm telling you, the majority of people are actually smiling at me and like waving. I haven't had anybody come up to me and give me shit yet.
Right.
I saw there was an African-American woman that was a black woman at the Panda Express I went to the other night to get dinner. And she looks straight at me, sees the hat, and just smiles and says, have a great night. And you too. I've had nothing but good interactions with people wearing that Trump hat. I'm looking for the engagement. I'm looking for somebody to go, what the fuck are you doing wearing that hat? And I don't get it.
It's because you look menacing. That's why.
Menacing? I got one leg. I got a peg leg, according to John.
Yeah, but according to them, that's probably because you got it shot off in a street fight or something. They don't know. I think you're a soldier. A lot of people think you're a soldier and just won't say shit to you. There is that.
That's true. I think a lot of people, I don't know why people associate like lost limbs with soldiers. I mean, does that happen regularly?
Because soldiers get their legs blown off. Yeah. That's common.
See, and I had actually somebody say, well, why don't you take advantage of that? You could probably get like free shit and stuff. I would never in a kabillion years do something that shitty ever. I remember I went out to Travis Mills at a golf event, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually went with Chiselka. And this was back before I had a prosthetic.
Okay.
So I was literally just sitting there in a wheelchair with one leg and the other leg all wrapped up and everything. And Travis Mills, Staff Sergeant Travis Mills was going to get there in a little bit. And so they gave us all flags. And they attached like this giant American flag to the back of my wheelchair, right?
Right.
And there's news media out there, like all the news channels are out there. And I swear to you, everybody was coming up to, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Because I've got like this patriotic shirt on. I got a red hat on. Sure. And then I got this American flag strapped to the back of my wheelchair and a missing leg. And people like, one of the news stations came up to me and tried to like put a camera on my face and like trying to interview me. Where'd you lose your leg, sir? At Metro Hospital.
Yeah. We're here with Lieutenant Dan. And
I'm like, no, I'm just an idiot radio guy that was stupid and ended up losing a leg. I stepped on a nail and all shit went wrong, and it was just bad news all around.
And then they walked away mid-sentence. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Can't use that.
Then, of course,
Can't
it
you?
was cool because Travis got out of his car, and the first person he came up to was me when he got out of his car.
Right.
And he was standing next to me, and gave me a hug and all this stuff. And, then the media comes running back over to me.
Oh, you're important. What do you do
Important.
again? You're an important guy. What do you do?
Now, that would be all right. See, I don't have, I would never say I was part of the military and got my leg blown off, dude. That's fucking shitty
Sure.
as fuck. But I will say, yeah, dude, I was swimming in Florida, and I got fucking shark ripped it off, dude. It was terrible.
Right.
Or I was on an African safari and a lion ate my fucking leg. I mean, I would go that far, but I wouldn't do that, the military thing.
Well, yeah, because if you get found out too, that's
Forget
your
about it.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're not going to have Mark today.
I don't know. The publicist is reaching out trying to find him. She said
eventually
she
it's gonna
can't
be
get
too
him
late.
either.
Eventually, it's going to be too late to have him.
Well,
We'll have to reschedule for another day
that's fine. It's all good.
if we don't.
Yeah, if we get him in the next 10 minutes, maybe we can squeeze him in. But after that, then we got to go. So
It is what it is.
Yeah.
We can reschedule.
we'll reschedule it. That's fine. But yeah, well, and it's funny you talking about the military stuff. That's kind of what I spent my day doing today. Was for the first time ever, I actually contacted the VA and went over to the vet center and talked to some friends that are involved with the VA. After I got out of the military in 1992.
Yeah.
And I'm finally going to sign up for the VA, for VA vet benefits. I just never have. And it's, how many
About
years
time.
is that? I know, I'm a little late to it, but I just decided, I had some people approach me over the weekend that were like, dude, you are leaving so much on the table, whether it's money or health stuff or
Right.
a better rate for my mortgage or, all kinds of different stuff. And they're like, dude, you earned it. Why aren't you taking it? And I'll be honest, I always had the same argument that I think a lot of people do, which is I don't want to take it away from somebody else. And
Right.
somebody put it into perspective for me over the weekend and just said, show me an article where a veteran was turned away because there wasn't enough money for whatever benefit he was searching for.
Right.
And I thought about that and I was like, that's a damn good point. I'm not leaving it for the next guy. I'm just not claiming what I earned.
Yeah.
So I actually
Deserve
started
that, man.
I actually started the process of that today and got put in touch with some people that are going to help me kind of weed through it. And I guess it's a process. I guess it's yet another 6 pounds of paperwork you have to fill out, but whatever, I'll fill it out.
That's kind of where I am with disability, man. It's just there's so much red tape that you have to go through. When look, it's not like I earned anything like you did, all right? But it's available. It's supposed to be for people like myself. It's not supposed to look. I know people, and they're not friends of mine or anything, but I know them,
Sure.
and that they collect disability because they say they're anxious. They have anxiety.
Mhm.
And I mean, they sit at home and do fucking nothing. I know this one girl, she doesn't even fucking drive. She just sits around her house doing nothing. And she gets disability money. And it's like, well, wait a second. Yeah, I got no fucking leg.
Right.
I went through months upon months upon months of therapy and sitting around a house not being able to drive and not being able to get out of the house for anything. I had to have ramps installed so I could get to a car so somebody could drive my ass around. I mean, to get to some therapy, they wanted me to take paratransit stuff. I mean, that's what the money's supposed to be for.
Yeah.
Not for somebody that says they're afraid of crowds and they need money. I mean, come on.
Well, and that's another one that I got to look at too. I got burned over 69% of my body. For fuck's sake, you tell me I'm not eligible for something?
Right.
Probably am, and I just haven't done it. But I just decided 2025 is. I work like a dog every single day. Maybe it's time to not work quite as hard. Maybe it's time to take advantage of some of the shit.
Yeah.
And I guess it's not taking advantage. Just use the stuff that I've earned.
Look, my wife and I, a long time ago, I got fired from MMS technically but then they brought me back part-time to work.
Sure.
It was still like the same hours, but I didn't have any health benefits. I didn't have, anything. And so we qualified for a lot of stuff because we just found out that she was pregnant and all this kind of crap, right?
Right.
And so we qualified for all kind of different things. And we didn't take advantage of any of that stuff. I mean, I ended up working 3 jobs. I was DJing, I was doing trivia stuff, I was doing all kind of different things. So we had the money that we needed for whatever it was.
Sure.
And, we made it through all that time.
Mhm.
And that's what you're supposed to do if you can do it. Disability and benefits like that are for people that can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to be there as help for you when you're down and out.
Right. No, I agree.
If you can get your ass up and work, then you should get your ass up and work.
Mm-hmm.
You, however, earned your benefits as far as your military
volunteered
stuff.
to be killed.
Right.
Quite. I mean, if you really want to look at it, I volunteered to be killed.
And through no fault of your own, most of your body was burned.
Yeah, that's a secondary thing too. Yeah,
So
that's
I mean,
awful.
it is what it is. But when we could work and were able to do it, that's what we fucking did.
Yeah.
And we didn't rely on the government to take care of us. And that's why I've had relatives of mine say, "Well, wait a second. Why wouldn't you want somebody like Biden in there going to help you out with some of the stuff that they offer?" I said, "Because I don't want a fucking handout.
Yeah.
I want to work. Until I
wanna
can't
earn my
work, I'm
keep.
going to work."
Right. And I'm the same way. I just, though, now I'm like, man, I'm looking at it. I'm like, you know what I could do? I could write books. I'd much rather write books than build websites anymore. That's a big part of it for me is I'm just tired. I'm tired, and I know that there's things that are out there that I'm just not taking advantage of that I should, that I've earned. The military one especially.
Right.
If I can get a lower rate on my house, look, I don't know about you, but I got no love for any mortgage company.
No.
I got no love and no loyalty. Believe me, the last thing I want to do is give them my money, where you send them $1,000 and they apply like $6 to your principal or whatever. Well, there's $994 of interest. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Scott says that anxiety BS is literally BS.
It is.
All the anxiety and stress.
Who doesn't have anxiety?
Look, I'll tell you, I don't even know if I've told this story on the air, dude.
All right.
So I was working literally all the time at MMS, dude. All the time. I mean, I was there at that building all the time. I did overnights, I did mornings, and I was there pretty much all day, dude. And I wasn't getting a whole lot of sleep. There were times where I would try to sleep between songs. It was just, I was there all the time.
Right.
And they did it like a study. I was like the most recognizable person on the station at one point. And so I was beat down at one point. I was just so run down. And I started having like major anxiety, panic attacks, whatever you want to call them. To the point where I went over to my mom's house one night and I couldn't handle it anymore. I literally thought I was going to put a bullet in my brain, dude. I was like, that's it.
Right.
Over. I kept thinking I was hearing stuff. I was just that exhausted and stressed and overwhelmed with everything that was going on.
Sure.
So she rushed me to the hospital, and they literally strapped me down on a fucking bed, dude.
Right.
And I thought, that's it. I'm done. I'm giving up. And I couldn't handle it. And the doctor came in and gave me like half a Xanax or something. And 20 minutes later, I was like, all right, everything's good. I'm good.
Nice.
I'm fine. But everybody deals with anxiety. I didn't quit my job and start asking for free money. I just said, okay. I went to the doctor. I got it taken care of. And then a month after they had me on this medication, I stopped taking it because I said, all right, enough is enough. I'm good. And I moved on from that. I mean,
Sure.
Everybody has moments in their life that suck and that are stressful, but you don't deserve free stuff because of it.
Yeah. I mean, you overcome it.
Yes.
I mean, that's I mean, we've all had our lowest of low points. I've written about it in my Little Victories book. I was in the backyard with a gun to my head. I was ready to go. I was absolutely ready to just be done because I was at the lowest of the low. I had as much stress as ever. Last thing I was going to do, though, is when I came in the house was call a doctor and say, oh, I need to come in and cry to you. That's not what I wanted to do.
Right.
I fixed it. I got my shit turned around.
All Chris needs is some whores and a lower mortgage.
He's not wrong.
You got a girlfriend, dude. Stop.
I don't have a girlfriend.
What do you mean you don't have a girlfriend?
I don't have a girlfriend. I'm not dating anybody.
Well, you have a girl.
I have a girl I hang out with an awful lot.
Okay.
We are not dating.
You don't think she's gonna be offended by this comment?
She might not, but I am not.
It's like me saying I don't have a wife. I have a girl
No,
that I
you
hang out
have
with.
a wife. You have a wife. I do not have a girlfriend.
Well, what do you call her? Just a girl.
Just a girl.
Okay, I'm not going to dive into this because I don't want you to get in more trouble.
We kick it. She would be the first one to tell you we're not dating. She'd be the first one to tell you we're not dating.
That is so inaccurate. I guarantee you she would say the exact
I guarantee you she wouldn't. I know. Where's John in the chat room to kick in? She wouldn't say it either. We don't. We hang out and we have fun and then we go our separate ways.
Does she see other people?
Don't know. If she does, she doesn't tell me.
If she
could, I wouldn't be upset by that at all.
That wouldn't bother you.
No, not at all. And there you go. John is in the chat room.
I don't see John.
It didn't pop up over there yet, but he posted it on the other one. She absolutely would not say they're dating. Yeah.
Come on. All right. Is it a
right.
friend? Friends with benefits is what you would call it then.
We do what we do. That's what I would call it.
I'm trying to delve into this relationship.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there with it, but I'm not because there's nothing to delve into. We kick it. We have a ton of fun. People that I hang out with, which 99% of the time is John, will tell you it isn't like I show up with some other bitch.
This is so
I never do. I mean, she's the one I kick it with, but we are definitely not dating.
All right, this is what I'm talking about with Scott. Because if you know what he does, and you see something like this, my sister is dating someone, but I could tell her about you. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not looking to date anybody anyway. To me, dating is useless. I don't want to date anybody. I will not go into that frustration realm again. He didn't show. Jan. We're gonna try and get him for Wednesday. He didn't show. There you go.
How could you guys be like that close of friends and have that different of opinions when it comes to relationships?
Who, me and John, or me and Kelly?
Me and John. Like John, I'm sure has his wife.
Because I don't try to run John's life, and he don't try to run mine. That's how.
But John is a happily married guy, right? John doesn't agree with you're running around the way that you do.
No, look, John and Stephanie will be the first to tell you that I put those two together, almost like puzzle pieces. They'll tell you that. And I'll bet you he'll say that in this chat, that if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't be married.
I hate to ask this question.
I'm good at that part, but I'm a terrible boyfriend, and I know that, and I'm way too selfish to be in a relationship, and I won't. I'd rather not be in one than be bad at it.
Does your girl listen to this show?
Sometimes.
Okay, then I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to go any further with this because I don't want to upset her.
Yeah, she's.
I don't think I've ever met her, have I?
Yeah, you met her at.
Oh, that's right. I met her the one time. I met her
at the comedy thing.
At the comedy show. And you guys seem very happy together.
We're fine. We both get where we are. We both get it, and that's what it is. It's not going to go further because I can't do dating shit. I can't.
I can't imagine though that a woman is okay with that. I can't imagine she sits back and goes, "All right, I'm going to go over there and suck this guy's dick. I'm going to buy him a pizza. We're going to hang out for an hour, and then I'm going to go back to doing whatever I was doing." I would imagine she would want something more out of your relationship.
If the other choice was, then that guy is gone forever and he won't even fucking say hello to me. Take what you can get, if that's what you want.
But wait, are you saying you're that much of a great conversation?
No. What I'm saying is I'm very clear with what I will and will not do.
See, I am
very clear.
You and I are the exact opposites because I'm like, all right, I meet you. I like you. We hang out for you. And like a week later, I'm telling you I love you and let's go get married. I mean, it's just.
But
no,
I
mean,
did that. But I did that, dude. I got married to my wife, Georgetta. We dated fucking maybe 4 months, and I got married right away. Had kids, did the whole thing. And you know what? I spent 22.9 of 23 years miserable, and everything that made me miserable, I do not do now. Dealing with woman shit, dealing with be ready at 5 o'clock. Oh, I'll be ready at 6. You know, all the bullshit that comes with a woman in a relationship. I just don't have that anymore. And I will never have that. I'll never, ever, never have that in my life again. If Kelly all of a sudden had it in her head that if she gave me the ultimatum, I'll just put it that way. If she said, we're either dating and we're either dating and moving toward marriage or we're done, we'd be done. That minute. Wouldn't even be a thought process. We'd be done that minute.
Would she be a guest on the show?
No. She doesn't want to do public. She's resisted that for 11 years.
Suck it, take a pie pizza. Very intellectual discussion. We're not talking intellectual here. We're talking about.
Do you know what show you're watching?
Yeah, hello.
This is not exactly the intelligence.
We're not the mature show that I read on Snapchat, a couple weeks ago.
No, we're not trying to be.
So, like, I was engaged to a girl, went to school. Yeah, right. So I
can talk about relationships. I just can't be in one. Go ahead.
Engaged, went to school, met a girl at school, radio school, dumped the girl I was engaged to, got engaged to the girl I went to radio school with, married her, ended up meeting my current wife, got engaged. The day I got divorced, I got engaged to my current wife. I left the courthouse, went to a radio broadcast, saw her there, asked her to marry me, and then we've been married ever since. But I have been single since I was like 16 years old. No, scratch it. There was a couple of years where I was single because I worked down in flats and I took advantage of drugs and women. But literally since I was 16 years old, maybe 2 years, I've been single my entire life. 3, maybe, tops. Otherwise, I've always been in a committed relationship, looking for love. And luckily, I finally found, I'm a hopeless romantic, and I finally found the woman of my dreams. So I'm happy.
Well, and that's fine. And that's great if that's what you found. Dude, I don't even want that. I'm going to tell you, and I say that in all honesty, and I say it all the time. Everybody that's listened to me on any radio show has heard me say this, but you compromise in a relationship with a woman that you love. You compromise more in a week than I do in a year.
But I don't mind doing that.
But I would. I would feel like a piece of shit compromising to anybody for anything. It's the biggest problem I had in my marriage was I'm not a compromiser. I'm never wrong in my own head. So if I'm never wrong, the last thing I want to do is do something that I feel like I'm wrong on. And I'm never going to be that. I'm never going to be comfortable saying, well, you're more right than me. Let's go do this instead. I will go do it, and I will be grumbling, this fucking sucks. I hate this fucking bitch. I want her dead. That would be me the entire time, and it was me the entire time. I'm selfish. I admit it.
My dad's listening. Drugs, women. By drugs, I meant candy. By women, I meant whores. But I don't look. I'm kind of like you in that way. Yeah. There's a lot of times where I think, well, I'm always right. I don't understand what they're thinking. But I also do it. Then when I step back, go, all right, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I was wrong. Because I have the ability to say, hey, there's another person in this, so it's her feelings that matter too. Yeah. And it's not always just mine.
You're 100% right. But you're not hearing what I'm saying.
I don't.
I don't feel that way. So I don't invite it. It's kind of like, this is going to be an awful comparison and whatever. It just is what it is. I don't have a pet because I hate animals.
Right.
Now, hating an animal if I had a pet, I wouldn't take care of it competently. And it would end up getting sick and dying and be in misery. It would be neglected.
Okay.
So I don't have it.
But
It's the same thing to me with dating and relationship. It would be a bad relationship built on a bad premise that I'm not willing to fake anymore. So I don't do it.
I think that you're lying in a way.
Okay, feel free.
Let me just tell you why I think that you're lying.
Go ahead.
Because I think that Big Bad Chris coming on the show wants to be a hard ass and tell everybody how he hates this and he's not fuck women, fuck this and screw that.
Okay.
But I think deep down,
Mm-hmm.
you have children who I think that you love incredibly.
I love my kids to death.
And that you would do anything for them. And, you know,
I would do most things for them.
well, I mean, okay, maybe not murder somebody, but I think that you would do most
A
things.
murder I would do.
You would do, what wouldn't you do?
What wouldn't I do? I would murder somebody if they hurt my kids. Of course I would. Wouldn't even think twice about that. I would
So
absolutely
I'm
murder.
saying, I think you do have
But-
that inner love that you
I do.
say you don't have.
No, I don't.
It's there.
That's not what I'm saying I don't have. What I'm saying I don't have is empathy for anybody else's ideas. I don't have that. Even my kids. When my kids are fucking up, I tell them immediately they're fucking up. I don't soft code it. I don't. My daughter says she's doing this or that, or my son or whatever. I don't be like, well, you know, how's that going to work out? Or what? I'll tell them, you're fucking up.
Okay, so you don't have even empathy in the smallest way where you guys are sitting around and you say, what do you guys want for dinner tonight? And they say, I don't know, what do you want? And no, you guys decide.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
go that
have
route.
whatever
I
you
can't do
guys
it.
want, I'll have with you guys.
Yeah, I can't do it.
You can't do that.
No, if and you're using a great example. If I go to Kelly and I say, where do you want to go and get some dinner?
Yeah.
Like if she makes a date with me, let's go get some dinner. I'll say to her, where do you want to go? She'll say, I don't know. And I'll say, okay, then we're going to, boom. I don't offer, well, maybe this is a possibility. It's, I gave you a chance. You didn't take it. Boom. We're going to fucking Brown Derby. That's it.
Regardless
Oh, you don't
of
like
where
Brown Derby? Well, then you're going to be hungry watching me eat because you had a chance to pick where we were going.
Huh.
And I don't play those games. And again, I know it's bad. I know that it's bad in a relationship, which is why I don't do it. Because it will, what will this add? Dude, everybody that's listening can hear it. What will this lead to in a relationship? A nuclear style breakup.
Well, I mean, at least an argument for the evening, yes.
But it'll add up because I'm not going to change. I'm fucking 56 years old. I'm not going to soften. I'm not going to go into it and all of a sudden be like, well, you know what? I love her so much that now I'm going to be this. No, that's not happening.
All right. I guess it's a foreign concept to me because, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not, believe me, I almost envy you because I wish I had that. Because I end up getting in arguments with my wife because I'm saying, no, you decide where we're going for dinner. I want you to be happy. You tell me what you want. Where sometimes she wants me to just shut the hell up and say, this is what we're doing. She wants me to take charge like that sometimes, and I don't. Because I'm concerned about whether she's going to be happy with it or not. Now, so I wish I kind of had that. But, I mean, John, I'm assuming does the same thing. He probably likes to compromise with his wife. And
He does. He's got a much better relationship than I could have ever had.
It has to go deeper. There has to be a reason why. Is it you blame this all on your ex-wife?
No.
Or do you just think it's just
No,
you
not
who
at
you
all.
are?
I think it's me. It's who I am. I tried to do what you're saying with my ex-wife. I was awful at it. And I hated her for it. Every time, like one of the stupidest, this is so fucking stupid, but I'll just be honest about it. She always wanted me after dinner to go take a walk. That's what she always fucking wanted. Do dinner, then go take a walk. Every time I did it, I felt like an asshole. I felt like I was caving in. I was giving up my own integrity. I had better things to do. Why am I wasting my time on this bullshit? And I get it. It was just her looking for fucking time, companionship, and all. I get all of it now in hindsight. But at the time, I can promise you, it was 2 miles of me grunting my teeth, breathing hard, and being like, I hate this fucking bitch. She's wasting my fucking time. And that's just the truth. I'm not good at it, so I don't engage in it. And there's a lot more to it. I mean, dude, one of the biggest things, and it's probably the biggest thing now, I am notorious, and John or anybody that knows me will tell you this is true. I'm notorious for putting my work above everything else. Everything. And I'm notorious for people buying tickets to this or that or whatever, and then me not going. Because I end up with, I end up busy. And I just call them and I'm like, look, here, I can't tell you how many times I've thrown money at people and said, here's $100 for my ticket to whatever, give it to somebody else, but I can't go. I got to work. I do that all the time. I always prioritize my work first. And there's no woman on this planet or any other that is going to allow that in a relationship. That you make plans and then just blow them off because you gotta fucking do some goddamn work. No woman's going to accept that. And I'm never changing that. The only thing that I have that I give a shit about is my work. So there's no way is a woman ever going to jump ahead of that. It's just not going to happen. Am I a loner? Yeah, kind of. A little bit.
Look, and I'm not going to say that I don't, again, I kind of envy it in a way. By the way, breaking news. Judge grants Jack Smith's request to dismiss J6 charges. There you go. It is over.
Nice.
And so
let's see some people out of jail.
So I don't know what the left is going to say now, other than the other convictions that will also be dismissed.
Yeah.
I envy you in a way because I think everybody has that little selfish thing inside of them that says, dude, I'd much rather sit on the couch and watch what I want to watch on TV instead of asking, well, what do you want to watch? And
sure,
have for dinner exactly what I want to have for dinner every night and all that kind of stuff and not have to worry about somebody else. I mean, I worry, because I have that in me, I worry about my wife on a day-to-day basis. She works at a bank, and I worry about getting robbed and her getting hurt or something like that. And so I
still have that.
Do you?
Sure, I definitely worry about if Kelly's going somewhere and it might be shady or whatever. I worry about her getting hurt or whatever. Of course, I care. It's not that I don't care. It's that I just don't.
You put on an attitude that you don't care. Like if
she
said
she
said to you tonight, Chris, fuck this. It ain't working for me anymore. Fuck you. I'm out. Would you care?
I'd care, but I'd also be like, okay, that's the way it goes. I chose not to push this further. So I gotta live. So I have to live with the consequence for that if it changes. If she fucking meets somebody tomorrow and they want to get in full bore relationship, I gotta accept that I could have made that go and I didn't.
Would you shed a tear?
Maybe. Probably. I love her to death. I ain't gonna lie about it and say that I don't, but loving her to death doesn't mean that I love her more than me. And I'm selfish.
I've never seen a little bit of like emotion out of you. Ever.
Oh, it's there. It's there.
I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, we've had a long time where we didn't talk, not because of anything other than
no, it
lives.
Just fell away.
But I've never seen any kind of.
Yeah, it's there, but it's, dude, I am so hardened. I'm hardened is what it is. The divorce was kind of the end of it, man. The divorce, I went through the divorce and it shattered me. It really did because I trusted her and I was foolish and she cheated and that's the way it went. It fucking sucked. A person that was preaching God and all this other bullshit at me, and then all of a sudden she's a fucking cheater. That fucking was a big punch in the gut, and I had to I had been dating or married since I was 18 years old. Now I was single, so I was definitely shattered at that point. Then right in the middle of it, my dad dropped dead, who I hadn't spoken to in 12 years. I had this big blowout with my family, my mom and my dad and my brother. We hadn't spoken in 12 years. I tried to fix that as part of trying to get through the the pain of the divorce, and I was trying to get through all my anger issues and stuff. And then my dad dropped dead. And after that, it just was like, you know what? There's no reason for me to be that opened up to anybody anymore. It just isn't it's not my deal anymore. Just
Now,
I don't know.
here's what we need to do. I'm being
Go ahead.
honest.
Go ahead.
I think you and I are probably two of the most fucked up people on the face of the planet.
Probably.
With some really deep-seated issues that have shaped our lives to make it what we
Sure.
are today. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I wrote all this stuff. It's all in my book.
Okay, but I think that we should have like a professional come on the show
Bring it.
and kind of look into, why we are the way that we are.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'll talk to anybody. I'm not afraid of it. I think they'll probably tell you, and I don't know. I have no idea what a shrink would say, but I'll bet you they would say that I'm right for not getting into a relationship that I know I couldn't be compromising in.
I think that would be the opposite. I think that
You think they would tell me to get into a relationship
No, I think
knowing
that
that
the-
I can't compromise?
I think that the doctor would say there's a reason why you can't compromise. We have to delve into why.
Yeah.
you are the way that
Self-preservation.
you are.
I can
That's
solve
not-
that problem in 2
no,
seconds.
It's something had to happen in your life that you were
Yeah, I
hurt.
got blown up. I
Okay.
had to rely on everybody, and people tried to fuck me over when it was going on.
Okay, see, and that's what I'm saying. You were hurt somewhere along the line, to the point where you're not able to express outward feelings towards other people that care about you.
I would talk to a shrink in a minute on this.
Like I'm telling you right now, I care about you because you
And I care about you.
and I care about the fact that one, you helped me through what I was going through, and made it a lot easier for me.
Yeah. So you
And then-
can't say that I'm not empathetic.
No, but I'm saying I think you are a hardened individual that's afraid to show emotions.
No, I'm not afraid to show emotions at all. I'm not willing to sacrifice my personal feelings for he's right. But I'm not willing to sacrifice my personal feelings for anybody else.
See, I
When
think
I
that
stepped in to help you
yeah.
was 1,000% because I wanted to. Not because someone told me I should, not because I felt bad. Honestly, and I think I've told you this, I saw a lot of what I went through
Yeah.
in what you were going through, and I saw an opening where I could help you expedite it, if that's the right word, could help you get to the other side faster.
And absolutely, and I think that you did do that.
But I saw that.
I think that I'm the opposite, and like what also needs to be looked into, because I'm a wreck, dude. I can think about something right now on this show, in front of this camera, in front of all the people that are watching, and I could start crying in immediate, like in a heartbeat, dude, because I'm overly emotional.
Sure.
So something happened in my life that has made me the opposite of you. You kind of like retract a little bit and become a little bit more, I'm thinking about me and everything else, where I let it all out there. And I am very emotional. I don't hold anything back. Like, with me and my wife, I never like hold anything inside. If I'm upset, she's going to fucking know I'm upset.
Yeah, but
If I'm happy, she's going to know that I'm happy. I'm just overly that way.
in a way, and I'm not saying this to be condescending or mean or anything, I'm just being honest, you have less to lose, where I have so much more responsibility with the businesses and the number of people that I have to take care of. If I just decide to stop working, I got 10, 11 people that are fucked. If you decide to stop working, you got you that's fucked.
Well, also my wife and my daughter.
But your wife works, your daughter will work.
Not enough to,
I get that, and I'm not, and again, I'm not trying to say.
Oh, I understand what you're
apples
saying.
to
I
apples.
understand what you're saying.
I'm saying I have so much responsibility with the various businesses and the various aspects of my life. Even like with this show, if I decide to leave, if I decide I don't want to do TV anymore or whatever we call this, This show dies. Classic Metal Show dies. Chris Aiken Presents dies. The other 6 shows on the network don't have a place to put their shit anymore. They don't have anybody to put it up. They don't. Everything that I do impacts a bunch of people, which means in my head that I can't open myself up to taking a lot of hits and a lot of compromise. I gotta be firm with everything that I do, because the minute that I start slacking off, it doesn't only affect me anymore. It affects my kids, my businesses, my business partners, my employees, my people that are in this podcasting game. Every little aspect has multiple people to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand. I don't think that means that you can't be in a relationship, though.
But I don't want to be. You're acting like I want to be and can't. I absolutely could. Dude, when I first got single, I went on a dating jag that was crazy. I was a fat guy getting way more pussy than I ever should have been getting, because I convinced all these girls that I had money. And I dated some real jewels, to say the least. But, I went on a crazy dating spree like everybody does when they first get single. And I hated it. I hated it every time. I hated it more and more, to where it was just like, this sucks. Why do I want to do this? And then me and Kelly got kind of a perfect thing. We hang out when we hang out, and then we don't when we don't. It's And scenario.
I get that.
She's not upset about it. I'm not upset about it. Why would we split that up?
Somebody just replied to me, because I put that thing on Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Somebody just replied to it. Retard alert.
Oh no.
I don't think retard is a very nice word to say, right? Isn't that like a liberal anti-word?
Yeah, you're not allowed to say that on Blue Sky.
It's been a hell of a show, man.
Yeah, it has. Crazy.
I wish Varner would have showed up, but
well, I heard his publicist hit me back, is going to try and reschedule it for Wednesday. Not sure what happened today. So,
all right, all good. So hopefully we'll have him on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And if you haven't signed up for Minds, do so.
Yeah, please do.
It's time we wrap things up for tonight, though.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
We've done enough soul searching, and
yeah. You haven't cracked me yet. I'm not a fragile egg yet.
Not yet. There.
Good luck.
We are on our way, though, my friend.
Good luck.
We are on our way to enlightenment.
Good luck.
Before the end of the run of this show, you will be in tears, and we will be having soft, caring conversations.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's never going to happen.
It was still fun, though.
Yeah, it is. I don't mind talking about relationships. It's fun.
Everybody have a great rest of your day, and God willing, we'll talk to you on Wednesday. Maybe with Mark Farnham, maybe with not. But if not, it's the day before Thanksgiving. Yeah. And we'll talk about everything going on with that.
The way this show went today, we'll be having cooking recipes and how to make your own
we will.
Cranberry sauce and everything else.
I will be describing what I'm going to do to my turkey before serving it.
That's right.
That might be on Minds as well.
Yes. Oh, it probably will be.
All right. We will talk to you later. Thanks for listening.
All right. See ya.
Yep.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Tripp, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.